Okay, so here we have extension lesson for 3-3. This is double distribution. So let's just dive right in. So remember, regular distribution is that, to pass out to everyone in the group, group meaning those parentheses, pass out meaning to multiply, or like we saw in our new extension, some cases division, right? Each piece is being divided. So here we've got a little example just to kind of review distribution, that -5 needs to get multiplied by all pieces inside that parentheses. If there was something chilling here on the outside, like +10, that would not get multiplied by those pieces. -5 times 6 is -30 x squared, -15x, and -35. Again, if that +10 was there, we'd just carry that down. Take another step in terms of simplifying and combining those like terms. I forgot my x on that 15. And give us a final answer that looks like that. Gosh, I'm doing a really bad job. There we go. So old school distribution, like we've been working on, like you guys learned this year. So next is this double distribution that we're going to get into. And double distribution is what happens when you have a binomial being multiplied by a binomial. You might remember from notes from Unit 3 that binomial is just an expression with two terms. So you can see examples in all of our examples down below. So the difference here, if you look at our example 1, is that there's two pieces that need to be distributed. So we're going to be going through the distribution part twice. So there are two pieces. I don't want to use that green. I want to use blue. There are two pieces, or not pieces, let's be more specific and say two terms. There are two terms to be distributed. You're going to work through that distribution process twice. Hence, double distribution. So, taking a look at the first example, and it doesn't matter which one you start with. I'm going to start with the term that comes first. The first thing that needs to be multiplied by that second set of parentheses is going to be that -2y. And again, color coding and drawing these arrows is going to be extremely helpful when you're doing this. So that's the first piece that I need to distribute to both pieces in the other parenthesis. That -2y is not getting multiplied or distributed to the 5 because that's in its own group with it. So -2 times 4 is going to turn into a -8y. And -2y times a -y is going to turn into a positive. 2 times 1 is 2, and y times y is y squared. Let's do a quick little reminder of that because we still confuse that all the time. So remember that x times x is x squared, and x plus x is 2x. Two very, very different things. All right, so that was the first set of distribution that we did. But we're not done yet, because which other piece here that we haven't dealt with still needs to get distributed or multiplied to that 4 minus y? And hopefully you're seeing that that is this +5. So now I'm going to take that +5. I'm going to continue on this line that I already have set up here. I'm not going to do anything different because this is all one line still. So 5 times that 4 is going to turn into a positive 20 because both of those are positive. And now 5 times that -1y is going to turn into a -5y. I do have a few bit of like terms that I will end up combining, those -8y and that 5y. But before I do, I'm just going to rearrange things so that my exponents are in order from greatest to least. So the 2x or the 2y squared's coming first. -5y minus 8 more y is a more -13, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. a negative 13y, and then my plus 20 is just coming down. And there we have our simplified answer with no other like terms to combine. So we're good to go. Yeah, yes.